Hello everybody, my name is Christopher and welcome back to another development showcase. It's been quite a long time since we've had a development showcase here on the channel. Unfortunately, real life events have delayed several projects that were being worked on in the past 2 years, but alas, hopefully in the next few months we will see several new projects coming out, with this being the first of them. So today I wanted to show off Ladders Reborn. For those of you that have been around for a little while, you will remember the original Ladders resource released in 2018. This is a C# rewrite of that resource, boasting several new features which I will cover in a moment, and of course, as always, a nice, easy to use configuration file. As with the previous version of the resource, you can configure which vehicles carry ladders. You can have it set up so that all vehicles carry ladders or only specific ones, and even how many ladders a specific vehicle can carry. For the purposes of this demonstration, I have it set up so that all vehicles carry ladders. Furthermore, you can also define a maximum amount of ladders globally to prevent griefing. Something that has changed from the previous version of the resource is that there is now only one command to collect and store ladders. It is just /ladder. Whereas in previous versions you would need to type ladder collect or ladder store. For the developers out there in the crowd, there is also events you can fire to toggle ladder collection. So as you can see, carrying over from the old version of the resource, we have the classic E to place, F to drop, and Y to toggle preview. The observant among you will notice that there isn't actually a preview ladder at the moment. That's because if I step away, you'll see the ladder pops in. This is a new feature for the resource. If you get too close to a vehicle or to a ped, the ladder preview will disappear. This is so that the preview ladder can't be used as a griefing tool to delete vehicles. So I'll demonstrate this briefly by running out into traffic. Whereas in previous versions, if this vehicle got up nice and close, my ladder would delete the car, but instead my ladder just disappears. There is also configurable options to either force the preview on, i.e. you must use the preview, you cannot turn it off, or toggleable as it is, so leaving it to user preference, or finally no preview at all. Another new feature in this version of the resource is that if you jump from a height, you'll actually drop your ladder. You will also drop your ladder if you are tased, ragdoll, try to swim, any of those sorts of actions. Another feature of this new version that isn't visible as such is that all the prop spawning, or the props that other players can see, that is, so not including the preview ladder, are server-side. That means that when you hit the E button and the ladder is placed, the prop is spawned on the server. This is so that the resource can be used in servers that are running lockdown mode and similar. A benefit of the server-side prop spawning that I mentioned earlier is that these props will not go away when the player leaves the area. They are persistent. You can in fact leave the server and rejoin, and the props will still be there. There is a 10-minute timer in place, so that if there are no players, all the props will be deleted after 10 minutes to try and clean up some of the clutter. But so long as there is one player in server, the props will remain in place. Ladder placement is the same from the old resource. Going into first person is typically the easiest way, but is not required. Ladder climbing, on the other hand, has changed rather significantly. You can still press E to climb, but you can pause halfway up. And in fact, you can pause at any point during the climbing. Another new feature that was distinctly lacking in the old version of the resource is being able to climb a ladder while holding a ladder. The ladder will now be placed on your back to vaguely simulate how it would be carried up a ladder in real life. Another new feature that is different from the existing resource is that the ladder prop that is used in this resource is actually an add-on prop as opposed to a replace prop. So this ladder that you see does not replace the base game wooden ladder prop. Furthermore, this prop has collisions. So not only will it interact with the environment, but also the player. I'll demonstrate that best I can here. You can see I'm in fact walking up the ladder. And that is all, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to join our Discord to have a look at some of the resources we have upcoming. It may or may not include a new version of the fire alarms resource. You can see some sneak peeks in our Discord server. The last 2 years have been very busy for me personally. However, hopefully as we come to the end of this year and go into next year, I will have a lot more free time to dedicate to Inferno Collection resources, so stay tuned, watch this space. Hopefully we will have several more resources on the way, not just remakes of the originals, however that is something that I would like to tackle, but also some new resources. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date, and as always, have a fantastic day.